Hello everyone, welcome to ReZSnapper. My name's MJ and this is another Spotlight Cache planning video. We're going to look at all of the upcoming weeks and all of the Spotlight caches. I'm going to give you a star rating to tell you what I think of them. I'm also going to tell you what I'm personally doing. And in the description to this video, I've got several links to Spotlight Cache planning images that you can use from myself and also other content creators. So EK August creates an incredible one that you may prefer, and there's also ZeroSkillSamus who does a great version as well. So you can choose your favourite. My one has got empty boxes so you can fill in how many keys you've got at the end of each week and whether you plan to open or not. So yeah, choose your favourite. Anyway, let's crack on with this video, guys, because I am going on holiday shortly. So that means I'm filming like 6 videos in a row and I'm going to lose my voice. It's sort of already going and I'm only 2 videos in. So for my hardships, please subscribe. We're on the road to 2,099 subscribers and got a very special video coming soon. Right, anyway, let's go. 3rd of September. This is the best Spotlight Cache week you can possibly go for. Like, spoilers. It doesn't get better than this. In the entire rest of this video, there isn't a better week. So this has got Silver Sable. You can check out my Silver Sable Snap or Pass video where I talk about how great this card is. Mockingbird is literally one of the best cards in the game. And US Agent is an incredibly strong and great card. So you truly can't really get a better week than this. And as you can see, my tick icon here, that indicates that I am opening caches this week. I don't have US Agent, so for me it will be trying to get Silver Sable and US Agent, and then I'll stop because I'm not bothered about that Mockingbird variant, to be fair. Right, let's move on to the 10th of September. This is a strong week. So you've got Goliath, who is just generally a decent card, and Madam Web, who is a very strong card. Again, you can check out my Snap or Pass. Actually, I don't know if it's uploaded yet. I don't know exactly when I'm uploading this video, but those videos are coming soon if they're not already up. Silk is decent. She may have had a previous day in the spotlight more so than she is good now. That was actually the worst worded sentence in recorded history, so that's a good one. We've made history on this video. Anyway, I think it's a 4-star week. I think Madam Web is so strong and Goliath are both so strong and broadly good that I think this is a great week. And again, I am personally opening. Now, I do have Silk and I do have Goliath. I would love both of those variants, to be honest. But if I do get Madam Web in one, I would stop opening, to be honest. That Goliath variant I really want as well, though. I really, really like that. So, comme ci, comme ça. Swings and roundabouts, guys. Moving on to the 17th of September. Very, very strong week. As you can see, I've given it 4.5 stars. This is Aranya, Miss Marvel, and Sage. Sage has really surprised content creators, including myself. If you go back and check all of my Snap or Pass videos or my season previews and all of that content, you'll see that. Listen, I'm going to blow my own trumpet here. Not in that way. But, right, I've done quite a good job at like predicting cards and giving them ratings. I've generally been quite spot on. I think Sage, I undercooked. I came in a little soft on her. And she's obviously just an absolute monster of a card. In that recent negative deck with Taskmaster and Wong, she's absolute filth. But just in general, she's a really strong card for her cost. And Aranya is going to be... sorry, that's a Spanish word for spider, general knowledge. So I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Aranya. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, 4.5. This is a very strong week. Aranya is going to be really good. And I am opening, as you can see. I don't have Sage. So I'm going to be going for 2 cards that week. Moving on to the 24th of September. Sorry, I don't know why I emphasised the... Let me just move the microphone away in case that's irritating you. The 24th... Oh, God. At the start of the video, I forgot to say thank you to Snap.fan, because they're the ones who do like the leaks and stuff. And that's where I've got all of this information. And actually, most of the card artwork as well. Anyway, 24th of September. 4-star week for me. Scarlet Spider, I think, is incredible. White Widow is fantastic, and Scar is very good. And actually, guys, in a moment, we're going to be talking about some of the Asgard weeks. There weren't actually that many leaks of confirmed abilities that the Asgard cards have got. But Surtur, we'll talk about in a minute. Surtur is going to be the single-handedly the best card to boost Scar. So that's why this is a very strong week at 4 stars. And as you can see, as indicated by this T icon, this purple T, not this purple T. Awful, cringe. No, the purple T. I'm spending tokens on Scarlet Spider. I've got Scar. I've got White Widow. I'm very happy with my variants for both of them. Actually, that Scar variant is better than the ones I've got. But even so, I just want Scarlet Spider. Let's move on to the symbiote season. Oh boy, I am so excited for the symbiote stuff as well. And as you can see, the first week is Scream. Scream if you want to go faster. I have actually had to delete all of that. Basically, I malfunctioned and just stopped talking, and that sent me into a mental breakdown anyway. The week that Scream is in is a 3-star week because whilst Scream is absolutely incredible, hopefully you can see the ability on screen there. She basically steals power when your opponent moves cards, or if you force their cards to move. She steals their power. So she swings like a 4. It's like a 4 power swing because she steals 2 power. As in, she takes 2 from them and she gains 2. So she is nuts. But Man-Thing is only really good, I'd say. And Mobius is good. Mobius is solid. He's a good tech card. But it's just not very, for me, it's not a very interesting week outside of Scream. But they're not the other two aren't the super strongest cards. So it's average. So that means that, oh, and by the way, I don't like these variants for Mobius and Man-Thing. Sorry. So I'm spending tokens to get Scream. And I cannot wait for Scream. I cannot wait for all these symbiotes. Right, moving on to the 18th. So, hang on. Is that the 18th? No, that's the 8th. I do apologise. The font I've used is not the clearest. The 8th of October is Misery Week. And I've given it 3.5 stars. Misery herself is very interesting. She re-triggers the on-reveal cards at that location and then destroys them, which is going to be mad. There's going to be some really interesting deck ideas that people come up with that one. And then Nomura is really good. A lot of people slept on Nomura, myself included, so I didn't get Nomura. And War Machine's fine. But yeah, Nomura is so strong. And Misery is so interesting that's why I've given it 3.5 stars. And as you can see, I'm opening caches this week, so I'm hoping for Nomura and Misery, hoping for that 2-bang. Generally speaking, I get horrifically unlucky with Spotlight cache opening, so yeah, we'll see. It's probably going to be a 4-bang for me. Right, now we move on to the absolute sizzle and spice. Because you're going to be looking at these icons that I've got on the screen, the T and the tick, and you're going to be thinking, he's a madman. Yes, it's true. The 15th of October is a 2.5 star week. That's what I've given it. Scorn is this incredible new discard card, which is really cool, but she's alongside Jean Grey, who is weak as. Well, Jean Grey's sort of fine, but largely bad. I was probably right the first time, actually. She is weak. And Sebastian Shaw is very good. But Sebastian Shaw is so specific. He literally only has one deck in Silver Surfer. He might start emerging in some buff decks with lots of new buff cards coming, especially like Aranya. But I don't think he's quite there yet. But, crucially, the variant is absolutely, for Scorn, is absolutely crazy. So I'm opening caches. I'm buying Scorn with tokens and then opening caches to get the variant. This is the week where I'm going to be absolutely praying that I open the Scorn variant in one. Like, I will feel sick if I have to open more. Although I will say I love that Sebastian Shaw variant. The next week is the 22nd of October. Now, Toxin is incredible, a really good bounce card. Zabu is quite weak at the moment. And Elsa Bloodstone is good, but very specific, really only used in one deck. So it's a midweek, 3 stars. And as you can see, I don't know what I'm doing yet. I put a question mark. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because I want Toxin quite desperately, but just, as you can see, every single other week of this Spotlight Cache Planning video that I've talked about, I've either got the card, or I've told you that I plan to get the card, or plan to open caches, or get it with tokens. And that means that I've saved up masses of caches, but by this point I'm going to be running out. So I probably have to skip this week. It depends how lucky I get in some of those previous weeks. Right. Because we move on to the 29th of October. Excuse me, the 29th of October. And this is the Anti-Venom week. And again, I'm doing the same thing as Scorn. I'm buying Anti-Venom with tokens and then opening caches because, guys, some of these... I'm a massive Symbiote guy. I'm a massive Spider-Man fan. You can see I'm wearing the Ghost Spider t-shirt there. And Symbiotes are some of my favourite characters. And I adore this Scorn and this Anti-Venom variant. I think they're so good. I just have to have them. So that's why I'm double dipping. I'm having to double dip. Sorry. Talking about the actual week itself, 2.5 stars, not the strongest. I don't think Supergiant is particularly good. Ghost Spider is good, but very specific. And Anti-Venom is the exciting one for me. I think people are sleeping a little bit on Anti-Venom. I've heard a lot of people say that he's just like delayed Iron Lad. I don't agree with that. I don't think it's quite a delayed Iron Lad. It's a different kind of thing. I think there's going to be interesting combos you can do with Anti-Venom. For example, personally, I'm going to be doing a really cool sort of Moon Girl style ongoing deck where you can get cards like Iron Man or Spectrum or Claw, like zero costed cards like that, and then duplicate them, or Onslaught. I think that's going to be a really interesting deck. So we move on to Asgard. Now this is a bit spicy and a bit pickly, guys, because we didn't really get that much leaked information. I don't know if that's good English, but anyway, we didn't get much leaked information about these cards. But one card that we did get is Fenris Wolf. They're sort of like a mini Hela, as you can see. They're an activate card, so you can activate them from turn 3 onwards if you've played Fenris Wolf on 2. And it's activate, resurrect the highest power discarded or destroyed enemy card to your side of this location. So if you can, like Shang-Chi perhaps, or another way to destroy, like Gladiator, or force them to discard something with Moon Knight. So Fenris Wolf himself, or themself, don't actually know what gender this wolf is. They're incredible. So really, really strong card. That's really the big draw of this week. It's got Werewolf by Night, who used to be one of my favourite cards, but I've struggled to get Werewolf by Night to work recently. So yeah, maybe other people have better success with it. And Annihilus is a card that I do think is great. It's very much one of the staples in the Clog archetype. So it's cool. But for me, it's a bit of a midweek, and as you can see, it's another question mark because I don't know what I'm doing. I do want Fenris Wolf. I'm not keen on the other variants. I do want Fenris Wolf, but I don't know what I'm doing. Honestly, I'll probably have to end up skipping this week. Then we've got 2 weeks, the 12th of November and the 19th of November, where we don't know what the cards are. Frigga and Malekith, we don't know what their powers and abilities are. So my star ratings here, taken with the biggest pinch of salt in history, because but the star ratings are based on the other cards available. Valentina and Thena, I adore Valentina. I think she's tons of fun, and Thena is brilliant. So that's a solid 4-star week just based on them. And then the 19th of November, Copycat, incredible card, and Red Guardian, one of the best tech cards in the game. So I think that's an amazing week. Potentially, if Malekith ends up having an amazing ability, that is going to be a crazy week. But the final week that we have leaks or information on at all, actually I should say, we don't 100% know if Gore is actually coming out this week. I'm making a big assumption here. This is 26th of November. It may be Gore. It's possible Gore is available through Deadpool's Diner or something. We don't quite know. But anyway, the other cards that week are Havoc and Legion. Now, Legion is a very strong card. If you've watched my recent plug and play video, you may have seen that I featured it in there as one of the best plug and play cards you can choose. So he's very good. Havoc, a little bit niche. It's a fun card, but a bit niche. So, and then Gore I actually think is really good. But overall, it's a bit of a mixed week based on that. Actually, I should at least say Gore's abilities is 6-3 with the ongoing ability, +2 power for each on-reveal card in play. Now, you may think, and I've seen a lot of people talk about this, saying that you need to build a deck around Gore. I do not think that's true. If you ever take a screenshot of your plays and share them online or share them with your friends, have a look at your screenshots, right? Pick a random screenshot and you count how many on-reveal cards there are. Because I did this And I saw, like, the first one I saw was like 9 on reveals, so he's an 18, so he's a 15 in that circumstance, a 15. But I went on another screenshot, another random screenshot, 11. There were 11, so he's a 22, so he's a 19. So I think he's going to be incredible. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your Spotlight plans in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.